So wait, what are you doing?
I'm speaking to myself.
You're talking to you. Okay, right. Sorry, I'll
Uh-huh.
leave you alone.
Alright,
Get a
Kieran,
drink.
how's your night? It was alright. Couldn't complain. Mine was quite shite, but I had to go see a dad show, do you know that? No, I didn't, Kieran. Please explain this more. No, I don't want to. Yeah, that's it. There's nobody there. Call it's being recorded. I could say anything I want right now, and nobody would give a shit. Like, that cunt Jason, with his stupid fucking haircut and his, like, ridiculous fucking beard, his stupid wee face. I hate him. He's like a wee sex panther with AIDS, but not with good AIDS, like the disabled type of AIDS. Doesn't make any sense, but I'm eating curry right now. Yeah, I bet Michael would like that. That's right, I made a fat joke there. Haha.
Are you actually still going?
Did you hear all of that?
No, I recorded it and I went out the room.
I'd listen back to it. Later on. Much later on.
Well, I'll probably put it in the next podcast after the E3 one.
Okay.
Skip the intro! Yeah! Skip the intro, you! Yeah! Move your ass! We got the turbo! 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4!
So, hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
How are we doing? I'll pretend we've not been talking for like a fucking hour already trying to get this actually started.
I know.
Yeah.
So we've decided to do an E3 special. I say special because what's going to happen is...
Special.
Fuck's sake, right?
Fucking special. Yes.
And
Fucking
in the spirit, Kieran's going to talk like he's actually fucking special. What's special
I'm
about
no
it
fail.
what's special is basically I'm not going to edit this, I'm just going to record it all, so I don't need to... I'm not going to have to listen back to the footage.
God.
Okay.
Anyway.
So what we'll be looking at mainly is just the 5 big conferences that went on now. Nintendo did 2. Did you guys know this?
I did.
Nintendo did another
I
one.
What the fuck was this?
It was yesterday, I think. Purely for the
last
3DS.
night at some point.
But I read up on it and they didn't announce anything that they didn't already show off.
It's apparently shit.
I had no reason to watch because I don't have a 3DS. I don't intend to get one. 1 or 2 games that look meh, but that's probably about as good as it gets. So we might mention those games at some point. But aside from that, we're mainly just going over the conferences. There are a few other things that I've seen that we could probably talk about, and maybe like talk about other games that weren't really at these conferences. Like Borderlands 2 was never mentioned, which I thought was really strange.
That was quite weird. I thought like either Sony or Microsoft were showing off that.
Well, they have it at E3. They had it at E3.
Yeah.
Because there was a thing I saw that like if you played it and you picked up loot, then you could get a code so you could have that loot when you get the game.
Oh,
Which is quite cool.
That's pretty sweet. Just get to see a lot of the devs do quite good things like that. Sony did quite a good thing as well, but we'll talk about that when we get to Sony. But we're starting with Microsoft. And I took notes all through the conferences, so I've got a list of basically everything that went down. I think at one point in Microsoft my stream went funny, so I've maybe missed a game or two, but...
I don't even think they did come into a game at Microsoft's stream. Christ.
Right. So they opened up with Halo 4 gameplay.
Which
Just looks like Halo to me. I mean, I don't like Halo, so it wasn't...
I liked Halo Reach, and it didn't look like Halo Reach, so I didn't care.
I think it was...
I didn't mind Halo 1, but even then it wasn't even that great.
Exactly. I always found it so and the multiplayer aspect of it I just think is horrific. It's like trying to be Unreal Tournament, but it's just not as good as Unreal Tournament.
Yeah.
Because very few fucking games are.
I don't mind it that much. Like if people are playing it, if I'm at somebody's house and someone's playing it, I'll play with them. But
yeah,
it's
not something I'd ever buy.
No, I wouldn't get it.
No, definitely.
I mean, it's not. Hang on.
All right, cool. Yeah,
Well, cool then.
we'll just move on to a game I actually would buy, which is Splinter Cell Blacklist, which
Well, it looks alright.
it looks like Splinter Cell. I mean, it looks a lot like Conviction, except it's looks like Conviction that had a baby with Uncharted.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
That's cool, man. But that seems to be like a theme of E3 actually this year. Is that everything looks like Uncharted now?
Aye.
Yeah, it
Well,
looks like
Got
Uncharted. It
it,
looks like
Splinter Cell?
or talk about Splinter Cell.
What you fucking called it as well.
Yeah, yeah.
To be fair, you did get lucky because that's quite a fucking lottery of games that look like Uncharted. But a lot of games either look like Uncharted or they look like Gears of War. I think this year.
I'd rather play Uncharted clones and Gears of War clones, if I'm honest.
Oh, true. Yeah, Gears of War. Yeah. Aye, pretty much. After that, it was Fable: The Journey. But
Aye, that no one clapped.
I'm just so glad, right? The icing on the shit cake that was Microsoft would have been if Peter Molyneux came on stage.
well, he's not with Lionhead.
I know he's not he's not with them anymore.
Thank fuck he didn't come out. Have you heard about his new thing, by the way?
Oh yeah,
Talk-
it sounds
Get-
retarded.
It's what you do. Have you heard about it, Jason?
I don't think I have, no.
It's the game is you get
It's not even a game.
no
really.
It's fucking you go into a room and you have to tap to try and break down the walls of this room because there's apparently something awesome outside of the four walls of this room, and every player is tapping together, and only the person who gets the final tap gets to see it. But you can buy like
No.
DLC, which gives you a chisel that's more powerful, so it ranges from like 5 pence to the most expensive chisel, of which there is only one available, which costs £50,000 sterling.
Actually, I saw something on that and read and skimmed through it, but never really paid attention.
Yeah.
But that's fucking horrible.
50 grand
Apparently, it says
for a chisel.
obviously nobody's going to buy that unless they're mental, but he said it's more of a monetization experiment.
See if anyone else other than Peter Molyneux said that, I'd believe that it wasn't an experiment.
Aye.
Because it's him.
But
Yeah,
this
no.
is the man behind Fable 3. I mean, he clearly does not care anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, Peter Molyneux was a good dev, but I mean, fuck's sake. But aye, Fable: The Journey, they didn't even show gameplay, it was just a weird...
No, they just showed a pre-rendered cutscene thing, didn't they?
Just met-
Unreal shooter.
Exactly, shite. They showed gameplay for last year and it looked shite, so I mean...
Mm-hmm.
Then, speaking of shite, Gears of War 4.
Oh,
It's just
great.
a Gears of War game. Again, they didn't show gameplay, although gameplay was available on the show floor from what I hear.
Was it?
From what I've been hearing from various media outlets, yeah.
It's not as if you have to see gameplay. You know what fucking
No,
gameplay is.
cover
Yeah.
shooting. I know,
Yeah.
I'm not interested in the Gears of War story or universe at all, which for me, who's a total lore slut, is strange, but I'm just getting no interest in it, so...
The second Gears of War was good, to be fair, but I didn't play the other ones.
Oh, that's why.
But they all look the exact same.
I played the first one somewhere, but I only played, like, the last mission. Like, so I went into it, and it was, like, the very fucking last mission, and I died instantly because I didn't know what I was bloody doing. So, yeah. That was that. Then it was the fucking weird-ass hardware segment. We talked about
God.
the new sport things they were introducing.
New.
New sport channels. Like they had fucking ESPN and fucking
ESPN.
EPL and shit like that.
Shit that we don't get.
No, exactly. Shit that doesn't apply to anyone outside the US. Music things, which I presumably will. It just it's kind of like the Music Unlimited thing, from what I could gather. They're trying to go for.
I don't know. They're bringing out this whole new Xbox music thing when they've already got Zune.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they announced Zune last year or the year before for it. And what happened to that?
Probably the same thing that happened to most Zune things. It fucking bombed.
Because Bomb was shite? No, because Zune was shite.
because bombs suck. Peace and love. They showed some video
they showed
stuff. Like
They had
voice
that
control.
tablet thing.
The tablet thing's next, so we're getting to that.
Oh, okay.
They showed the voice control for the dashboard, which looks fucking stupid. And it's
more
coming in
of that.
Spanish and stuff, and the guy was getting Spanish.
Oh, me gusta!
And then Nike, a guy from Nike came out. So
Yeah,
it's
that
just
was
the
really
Nike video game.
I
Which
didn't
is like-
get that.
It's fucking Wii Fit for the Kinect.
Aye.
Basically, it looks shit. But what he said one thing that really made me laugh, and it was, Kinect is better than the human eye.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's
Oh,
no.
I actually couldn't stop laughing at that for the rest of the fucking conference, pretty much.
Have you seen Star Wars Connect, right? Shut it. You sit down, Nate guy.
Don't sit
You've had enough.
with a handsaw. But yeah, then it was the fucking tablet. Oh my god, what the fuck?
God.
Basically, what is this? What was it called? The smart glass?
The
Smart
smart
screen.
glass, I think, yeah.
Aye, smart glass.
Fucking stupid.
Supposed to
I
be
don't
better.
remember.
But what's the thinking behind it? It's that they want you to sync everything with your smart glass, so you can like watch films, and then when you get home, if you've not finished watching it, you can watch it on your 360 from whenever you let off, which you could fucking do anyway if you just fast forwarded through it or
Yeah.
scene selected. So it's really redundant.
One thing they got what they got me with was like, oh, you can sit and watch a film, and then while you're watching it, you can look up the cast list and trivia and all that. It's like, why would you want to do that while you're watching a film?
I know.
That's just who the fuck does that?
It's like they're weirdly trying to compete with the Wii U.
Oh,
It's
If you
really
get
bad,
what I mean.
isn't it?
Uh-huh.
in the most retarded way possible. Although there's some news on that we'll talk about later on when we get to Ubisoft's conference, but it's not really valid now. And they also announced they'll get Internet Explorer for the 360.
Because everyone was screaming out for it.
Exactly.
That was just funny. I just laughed at that. Like, really?
It's just
Really?
for one thing. I mean, they're literally the last current gen console to get a browser on the thing, and also it's Internet
Yeah.
Explorer. Who uses Internet Explorer? Nobody.
The fucking Dreamcast had fucking browser, did it not?
Yeah, it did.
It's just so bad that they actually think that's a selling point at a fucking conference in 2012. Then they showed Uncharted Boob Edition, or Tomb Raider,
Yeah.
as we're calling it apparently. The guys from Crystal Dynamics came out, and the guy playing the game, who's one of the devs, didn't know how to play the game by the looks of things because it was shit. He was actually so bad at this game.
Did fucking well.
I mean,
It looks not bad, but
It looks
is
decent.
just Uncharted.
see, for years I said, oh, Uncharted's Tomb Raider but without the boobs, and now Tomb Raider is Uncharted with boobs, and it's kind of confusing. I don't quite know how we got to this step where Uncharted copied Tomb Raider, and now Tomb Raider's copying Uncharted, and they're just...
Like, yeah.
And then they
Not
showed
very-
this really weird thing. This is kind of where my stream got to, so if I miss anything, you'll let me know. Ascend New Gods.
Yeah, I wasn't even really paying attention because mine went funny then as well.
Basically, like it was like the first battle from Dragon Age Origins when Duncan dies. And
Oh yeah, like the kind of really shit one.
and I didn't know what was going on, and there was these giants, and then
Was it the one that was made by the guys that made Toy Soldiers, or whatever it's called?
I think they might have said that. Yeah, Toy Soldier is
Yeah.
a really good game, so maybe this has got potential, but I don't know. I didn't see anything in it. They didn't show gameplay, obviously, because why would you do that? That's crazy talk.
I know.
Then after that, it was Resi 6, which
Which was just alright.
yeah, I was like,
I'll get.
the game. I mean, yeah, we'll probably all be getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will be anyway, definitely.
Yeah.
It looks pretty fun. Back as Leon Kennedy, which is good. Not a fucking Lloyd Rage Chris Redfield.
I mean,
Aside
you could
from-
moan about how it's not like Resi anymore, but right now that's just redundant.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
bit-
there's no point. I mean, if the only person here who would do that is me, and even I've accepted it and went, nah, I'm getting 6, fuck
it's,
it.
maybe,
know.
it's probably a bit closer because it looks like actual fucking zombies.
yeah.
It does look a lot closer. That's
Ouroboros or Las Plagas.
probably why I've not been complaining as well.
Yeah. But it looks really quite actiony, which it's no bad thing. I mean, that's the direction games are going in again.
Yeah, if they made a Resi game like they used to, then it wouldn't sell as well.
Exactly. It's like well, you say that, but the Silent Hill HD collection did pretty well.
Despite being shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's Silent Hill. Nobody fucking likes it.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, they actually fucked that HD collection up something awful, but let's not get into that.
I've not played it because
Well, they took out the fog in the game.
because the point
That was
the
the-
fucking point, man.
But do you know
Yeah.
what? Do you know what that did as well? See, because the fog was there, it covered up graphic glitches. So now the fog's gone, you can see them all.
Idiots, man. Absolute idiots. Yeah,
That was the iconic thing about that game was the fog. But anyway,
it made it fucking creepy. It was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There was a point.
I didn't like it, but at least it was creepy. In fact, you know what one I did like? I think it was Silent Hill: The Room.
They don't even have that on it.
Because I really liked that game. I played it about halfway through, I think, or what I assume was halfway through, and it was pretty good. After that, it was this really weird fucking Kinect game called Wrecketeer, It's just, I think, was it you, Kieran, that said it just looks like fucking Angry Birds, and it does.
It was me.
No, it's
It's Angry
you.
Birds.
Was that the one with like, the hot woman with the tattoo was playing?
Yeah, she was pretty slamming.
God, not gonna lie, I wasn't really looking at the game.
No.
It was just, whoa. I mean, I'd wreck her tear.
Although something that did put me off though, you know what her tattoo was?
What was it?
My Little Pony.
But
Yeah.
Kieran, friendship is magical.
Suck my fucking dick.
But I reckon tear looks meh. Connect.
Yeah.
Another Connect game that nobody's gonna fucking want.
No.
And then came Jason's fucking game of E3.
Yep.
South Park the game.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's my fuck. What you thought? That's my game A3 as well.
Yeah.
I want that so badly.
You know, it's definitely one of my games of E3, but I think there's just so many other awesome games that in later conferences, not in this conference, this one's shite.
Oh Christ, no.
But yeah,
Oh.
it was really good because like Trey Parker and Matt Stone came out and shit, and they were taking the piss out of
was
that
so
stupid smart glut. It was so funny.
It was. If you haven't seen it, go check that because it's so funny.
Definitely look at that video. It's so good. Like, I'm just glad they were there to fucking do that. Someone could actually show.
Think you get shit for that?
Possibly. I mean, but it's what they do. They must have known that's a risk they're running. They're telling you, right, fucking South Park. I mean,
I mean, I'd have been disappointed if it didn't take the piss.
As long as if you could tell them off anyway, because those two are like a fucking powerhouse these days.
exactly. No, they just don't give a fuck. Never have given
They've
a
got like a Broadway musical now, which is doing really well.
Do they?
Mm-hmm. They did, yeah. It's called The Book of Mormon. I actually really want to see it.
They've like won lots of, is it Tony's? Is that the Broadway award?
I don't know.
Tony's is the Broadway award, yeah.
Yeah, they've won loads of them.
Sweet. And then, but that game looks really good. RPG, I mean,
But by Obsidian.
by Obsidian, yeah, which excites me because they are like really good RPG developers. So sorry about that, guys. My fucking Skype decided to glitch and crash and shit. So yeah, we were talking about South Park.
Yeah. Like I think they showed gameplay in the trailer. It's very hard to tell.
Some bits looked like gameplay, but yeah, because it's obviously done in a certain style, it's pretty to say this is. It's not like
It's not going to be 3D,
no,
obviously. I'd assume.
no, it's done in the kind of craft paper style, which is good, which is nice.
It should be like that.
Which I think the industry today will really like because people are digging shit like fucking indie games that do crazy design choices. So I mean,
Like Minecraft.
Minecraft's a perfect example.
What's about they're digging it because it's really fucking cheap to make, probably.
Exactly. I mean, imagine so. So I mean, that means they can go all out in story and shit, which is good. And then came the highlight of E3, obviously, which was a live performance by Usher.
Well, obviously, I mean, who didn't love that?
I mean,
Oh, that fucking Usher!
to promote that he's in the new Dance Central game. What the fuck was this doing here, guys? What went wrong? When did people who play video games start listening to fucking Usher?
I mean, you know, I've had my moments, right? I've sunk down not with a barrel. I've listened to some, I listened to some stuff. But I wouldn't put it on a fucking conference.
Well, but you wouldn't go to a conference that's filled with gaming journalists, massive geeks, and people watching it on the internet are geeks.
Well,
wouldn't
massive
do
geeks
that.
are complete fucking idiots. I mean, we need to accept there are a lot of fucking idiots in games journalism.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at you, IGN.
Yeah, pretty much.
Christ,
IGN, G4 TV, Spike TV, Christ almighty.
Justine.
Don't talk to me about Justine.
Fucking-
Right, again, we've got another great fucking example of that coming right up. But then they ended off with about a fucking week's worth of footage of Black Ops 2.
Which was so boring.
It was so dull. I mean, I'm interested in Black Ops 2 because I like Black Ops. But, like, after that,
Going back to Halo, that was my main issue with the Halo thing. They didn't show off anything exciting.
No, they had
and,
this shite, stupid
and that was actually a
scene in a
theme.
forest.
That was a theme with quite a lot of gameplay that they showed
Yeah.
throughout the conference. Really, there's a few examples of that. A few that showed really exciting parts, but Black Ops certainly didn't. I mean, I think the main thing it was to show was that vehicles are back, but anyone could have fucking told you.
Yeah.
And there was
Was
also
Far Cry shown in Microsoft?
Far Cry was not shown at Microsoft. No. I don't know. I don't know if they've got a deal with Sony or some description.
That was
Oh,
Sony.
no, yeah, it was Sony.
Because we were on text chat when
Yeah,
that was on.
Yeah. But that was pretty much it from Microsoft. So we'll give it a rating. We'll give it a rating out of 7.
Out of 7.
How many mallets out of 7? Well, everyone has their own weird... People have their weird rating systems, so we're going to have a weird rating system. How many mallets out of 7? I would give this 2.5 mallets out of 7.
I'd probably get 2. And it's only been really being brought up because South Park and Trey and Matt were there.
Yeah. South Park, Resi 6 is pretty much the only reason it's getting a 2.5 off me.
I'm sorry, I'd get a 1 mallet. Because, see, that all that sports shit, it just went on for so long, and they're just like, they're trying to promote Xbox as an entertainment system when it's not. It's a gaming system. So shut up, you stupid fucking...
Yeah.
Red.
That's the problem. That's the problem Microsoft have had for this. Was actually, I think this was better than their conference last year, solely for the reason that they didn't spend that much time on Dance Central. But then they did have Usher, so I mean, why the fuck did they have Usher?
I
Anyway,
don't even know.
after Microsoft's, there wasn't another like the big 3 were only 3 of the fun conferences. As the same as last year, there was a big EA one that was streamed, the Ubisoft one was streamed. So we'll talk about them as well, because they were actually, Ubisoft was pretty good, but EA was first. I can't remember how they opened up, but I think they just opened up straight away with Dead Space 3.
I can't remember any of the EA stream.
I barely remember it.
It's pretty, that's because it's unremarkable. But they opened up with Dead Space 3, which looks like Gears of War now.
It's taken all the tension out of it by having like a second player.
Yeah,
the second player was like, didn't talk as much.
But it's a fucking buddy cop thing, man. It's just it's ridiculous.
The guy kept like cracking jokes and stuff. It's not that
in
kind
a certain style of game, there's nothing up with that.
Yeah. But not that
I mean,
one.
like, say,
Not
in
to
the,
try to
up,
scare
in the
other
upcoming
people.
Star Trek game between Spock and Kirk, that kind of thing will be alright. But not in Dead Space. Dead Space is meant to be a really tense game, like you said.
Yeah.
And then I'm not in love with Dead Space games anyway, so I was never going to be picking this one up.
Sorry about the siren in the background.
Whoop whoop! It's the sound of the police.
Fuck's sake. Stop stabbing cunts at the...
After that was Madden 13.
Fuck.
God.
Fuck off.
No, we're just showing, I mean, as 3, Scotsmen, we don't particularly understand nor care about fucking...
I don't understand
American
football. I'm not going to understand that.
Exactly, fucking hand egg. But, Jesus. And then they showed off the most amazingly hilarious thing was like, that you could upgrade player stats, and you could fucking buy like abilities and shit by the looks of things with experience points.
RPG Madden.
Exactly. And I saw this and I was just like, what the fuck am I watching, man? Right, so another Skype glitch, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're talking about Madden and the RPG parts. And yeah, it looks like a fucking Madden game. Nobody cares. Then they had SimCity.
Oh, SimCity and SimCity Social.
I know, one's a Facebook game, which will be shit, and you'll just get mauled with fucking invites for it on Facebook, and if someone does that, you should stab them in the street. And then the actual hardcore, air quote as fuck, SimCity game, which, I mean, who asked for this new SimCity game? Who sat there and thought, you know what this world needs? Sim to the city.
Like, the only thing you ever did in it was make a wee town, then destroy it, and that's it.
Exactly, nobody really... I mean, it's like Civilization for fucking autistic people, because in Civ you're trying to, like, build an empire. In SimCity you're trying to build a fucking town and micromanage your funds and shit, and only the most anal fucking twat would actually find that enjoyable. Some power-hungry freak. Sorry, I get quite passionate about how... Sean would probably find it quite enjoyable, yeah.
Fear the dark for you
Or
people.
whatever the fuck he's calling himself these days.
That cunt.
Pretty sure he said he wanted to come back and do more videos in the summer and change his name.
Why? Why?
Not his Iberian name, his real name. You can call me Frank. Just insist we call him John McClane for the rest of his life. But yeah.
That's never fair.
But SimCity will be shite. I don't know why people would ever buy a SimCity game. Just buy Civ, play Civ. You'll enjoy it a lot more because it's actually fun, and you've got a goal rather than just build a pretty town. Fucking hell. Then it was Battlefield 3 Premium service, which
was like Call of Duty's thing.
It was
better.
kind of like it, but it was better because it didn't seem to be like a subscription-based service.
I think
It
you
was
just
like
paid once.
a one-off payment, and it was about, I think they said it was $60, which is the full game price.
Yeah.
And for
Better
that you
than
got,
60 a year.
aye, exactly. And for that you got like 5 DLC, I think it was, like mission packs and vehicle packs and map packs. And early, you also get extra weapons, extra vehicles, and extra skins or some shit, I assume. It actually looked reasonable, like, to give a year-old game some more life, it looked fair enough. Better than what fucking Activision do, which is they'll release 2 map packs.
And
Two of which will be, in each map pack, 2 of the maps will be maps from older games. Although apparently...
It's Activision, though. Evil fucking company.
Exactly, they are a fucking
I
horrible
said
company.
EA aren't much fucking better.
No, but Activision have really taken them over in recent years, which is crazy because EA were like the fucking the Sauron of the fucking video game world, but the rise of fucking Isengard fucking have came.
I remember there was one point people were like predicting that EA would come out with a console, and I hope that never happens.
Oh god, can you imagine if that happened?
It'd be just the sports console
Well, exactly, that's what it'd be. All those sports games become exclusive,
and Mass Effect.
and Mass Effect. All the
Oh no, don't do that, EA.
you'd have to buy to play Mass Effect. Get it up, you.
I'd actually be so happy now if they actually did that. I play very
I
little.
would have to buy a fucking sports console to play Mass Effect. That'd be raging.
It's in the game, Kieran. It's in the game. Although apparently, talking about Call of Duty, apparently, what is it? Sledgehammer Studios that have done Modern Warfare 3, apparently they're really getting behind it with like free patches and stuff. From what I've heard, so fair enough. But this Battlefield 3 thing looks decent.
Yeah.
Still,
I mean, I won't get it, but
no,
I don't even have Battlefield 3, so I couldn't get it. So
I had
I
that
do it played like once.
when I got my new PlayStation. I got that with it, and I played it, but I traded it in so I could get Soul Calibur 5 because
how was it?
it was good. It was like Battlefield 2, but it was a bit better than Battlefield 2. It was a bit more kind of Call of Duty-ish in that it was a bit easier to get kills and shit. People went down faster, but it still had that. It was still very team-based, which is what I liked about Battlefield 2.
Yeah, I'm just sick of first-person shooters now, to be honest.
Yeah, I've never really had time for them.
I mean, saying that, Far Cry, we'll come to Far Cry, but that looks...
Yeah, that does look pretty boss. But after that, they came out and started trying to get people to play the Old Republic again, Star Wars MMO. No
God.
Who the fuck
No
wants to
one.
play that game, man?
This is laughable.
A BioWare MMO is a terrible idea for one fucking thing, right? See, if it was a standalone game, I'd probably get it, because, like, obviously BioWare have got previous with good Star Wars games. But, like...
I think it'd be pretty good if it was just, like, single player, but...
Yeah.
Nah.
Also, the art style for it puts me off. It looks horrible. Like, all these silly... It's very kind of... It's a kind of Warcrafty style, which I don't think they should even going for a Star Wars game, because it's just ridiculous. I mean, I can understand they're kind of maybe going for a kind of the Clone Wars style, but it looks fucking dumb, man. Nobody wanted to see that shit. But it's free to play up to level 15 now, and they're trying to get people to play it. Nobody's going to.
Oh no, I'm not going to.
The only MMO that people play consistently is World of Warcraft. Fact. Maybe RuneScape. You can maybe argue for fucking RuneScape. Unless they want to make a RuneScape game, then they're probably going to struggle, because you can't compete with WoW in the big budgets.
No.
You never have been able to, so what's the fucking point of even trying? MMOs are a monopoly, basically. Apart from maybe EVE Online is the only other one that has a massive fan base. But that's just a fucking weird game, and we won't go into that. After that...
Are people not sick of World of Warcraft by now? I mean, that must be, like, worse than Call of Duty levels of saturated.
A lot of people are, but I think the thing is they add so much new content to it every now and then that it makes people come back to try all this new shit, and then they get hooked again on the leveling. Well, I've never seen the appeal there.
They're fucking geniuses, really.
They are. Blizzard they've got the fucking model down of how to make you want to play the game more and more. So I mean, fair play to them. They're making their money, and they're keeping.
Well, that's all they really
It's not
care about.
It's not like they're cheating people. So I mean,
No.
what can you do? They're still releasing, pardon me, expansions, even if it is fucking Kung Fu Panda expansions. I mean,
Yeah, well, at least they're not like making like a new game, but it's actually just sort of a copy paste in Nintendo.
Like that. Yeah, Jesus. We'll get
We'll get to
Nintendo.
that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay. After that was Medal of Honor Warfighter, which is
Oh,
new in the fucking Medal of Honor modern reboot. It looks fucking gash, man.
I forgot about that. It just looks
lucky
shit.
you. It looks horrible. Basically, I mean, I can understand what they want to do with the series, but no, don't. I liked Medal of Honor Frontline. I liked Medal of Honor Underground. Medal of Honor Underground, was that not a Tony Hawk's game?
yeah, that was no, it was, but I'm pretty sure it was the second Medal of
Yeah,
Honor.
that's the one I was thinking of, yeah. Those were two fucking solid games. Frontline was a really good game at the time. I mean, the stuff that went on in that game was almost revolutionary, I'd say, the way some of the set pieces were handled.
Not played any Medal of Honor games.
The old ones were pretty good.
Really?
Like, they were good World War II shooters. Even Rising Sun, which was a really fucking strange game, was still not a bad game.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's why they're trying to bring it back. But see, you know what? Would they've got Call of Duty? They can't compete.
They
Exactly.
used to be like above Call of Duty, didn't they? Like
Well,
back in
Call of
the
Duty
back in
didn't
the day.
exist.
But when Call of Duty
Aye,
started,
yeah.
Medal of Honor was starting to go into its decline. But Call of Duty
Uh-huh.
did not take off at all until
The war.
arguably Call of Duty 3, but really not until
Nah, Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare.
Well, the third one was the first one I played, and that got me into the other two ones.
I played a bit of 3 and couldn't be arsed with it.
Uh-huh.
That's all right.
I think it was 2 I played, and I quite enjoyed 2, but
I really like two. I like the last level too. But anyway,
never got that far in it. And then they were talking about fucking innovate, but Medal of Honor, it looks shit. Don't buy it. It's not worth it. Just make them stop making this fucking game. Please God, we don't need studios to come out with like they're kind of doing the same thing that Treyarch and Sledgehammer are doing, or I don't even know if Sledgehammer are making the next one. What's Treyarch and Infinity Ward were doing, which is a year in each of Call of Duty games. They're kind of doing it with Medal of Honor and Battlefield right now. This model,
Yeah.
it's don't buy into it, people, because it's fucking stupid. Like, they make you think they're releasing different games, but they're not. They're releasing 2 games that run on basically the exact same engine in every 2 years. I mean, this is a complete con because it's 2 games set in the same era using the same kind of fucking weapons. The only difference is
was it the same game?
it does look like the
To be
exact same thing. And I mean, I don't know why people buy into it, and a lot of people didn't because Medal of Honor, the last one, didn't do very well.
So I don't even know why they're making a fucking sequel.
Because they've got the money to just pump sequels out, even if it's a moderate success.
Yeah.
The sequels are safe territory. Anyway, then they bring out and they talk about innovation in EA games, which is just so fucking not true. They release the same games every year. How can you say that? And then they talk about FIFA, and again, that's not very interesting.
Christ. Did you see the thing? Actually, and I don't know if it was for FIFA or Madden or both, but like they've worked to connect into it so that like if you swear, it punishes you for it.
Yeah, I think that was for FIFA. They were saying, like,
Which is
That's
like,
fucking retarded.
it's
why
so
would you do that?
the only pleasure I get out of football is shouting and swearing at people. It's the only fun thing about the sport. I mean, I don't know what American football's like. They probably just drink beer and go, what the hell you doing, you jackass, or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. But FIFA looks like FIFA. Apparently it's all new. It's not. It's the exact same game that was out 10 fucking years ago, as far as I can see. So, I mean...
Mm-hmm.
And then they announced that they've got a game deal with UFC.
Oh Christ, aye.
UFC game.
Sport again.
Well, the UFC game that, I want to say it was THQ, but it wasn't. They're the ones that do the rest of the WWE games. The last UFC game that came out was apparently really fucking good, but now they're saying it's
UFC.
probably going to be shite. UFC, it's UFC, who gives a fuck about UFC? I mean, seriously. Then, this was a weird one, Need for Speed Most Wanted, which, when they came out and released it, I thought, isn't that already a game? I'm pretty sure I remember the trailers for it. And then we looked it up and it's like, yeah, it was a game like fucking 6 years ago. They released Need for Speed Most Wanted, and now Criterion are remaking it.
Yeah, and it just looks like Burnout.
And it does look exactly like Burnout, which is not...
I completely forgot about that actually. I actually was going to get that because it looks like Burnout, and I really want another Burnout game.
Burnout's awesome, but I mean,
It was one of the best things EA showed off, to be fair.
Probably was the best thing that EA showed off,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest with you. But I mean, a remake of a fucking racing game, it just seems a really crazy idea to me. Remakes of games in general seem pretty crazy. The only ones that have really done successfully are Game Freak with the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
But like a lot of
But they totally revamped them though.
they did. I mean, especially for like the DS ones. I watched there was a video earlier on the channel. If you watch every single previous video leading backwards, you'll eventually find it, and I think you should do that. And then they showed off Crisis 3, which looks like Crysis 2. It looks like Crysis 2. Crisis 2, but with a bow and arrow, to me, if I'm honest with you.
Did EA
No,
show... Who showed off Crisis 3?
Yeah, I've just literally said EA showed off.
Alright, sorry.
Yeah.
I wasn't really listening.
Fuck's sake. But
That
Crisis,
looks shite.
it looks pretty shite. Crisis 2.
Well, not shite. It looks playable.
Most of the games
That's
look
it.
fucking playable. I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, doesn't appeal to me. Crisis never has appealed to me. By the time I ever get a PC that's capable of running Crisis fucking 1, I'll probably be like 100. It's probably the only time max out of 1. Jesus Christ. But that was EA. I would give EA... see, I think I might need to revise my Microsoft rating to 1.5 mallets and give EA 2.5 mallets. Because I preferred EA to Microsoft more because of the fucking Usher. But it was
Yeah.
a shit conference.
I'm pretty sure I could give EA a better mark, because I'm pretty sure Microsoft was my least favourite of them.
Yeah. I think
I'd probably say 3 for EA.
3 mallets. It was a...
I'll give it 1.5. That's a half mallet better than Microsoft.
Okay.
Because it had... there wasn't any games that really interested me, particularly.
It
But
didn't have Usher.
I didn't have Usher, so...
Exactly. It's a plus point when it doesn't have Usher.
Yeah.
So then, almost immediately after, like half an hour after that, it was Ubisoft. You didn't see this
Oh.
one, Jason, did you?
I didn't see this one, no.
No.
If you think, right, see like the past two conferences, which was really negative, this one's almost entirely positive.
Pretty much, yeah. There's a lot of really good things about this conference. It was probably the best conference there.
It
because
was the best conference.
All the pretty much all the games they showed looked good.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, you didn't see this one, Jason. Me and Kieran did, and you've probably heard about everything that was here anyway. So I mean,
I've heard about most things, yeah.
Yeah.
so it started
Oh,
off with Just Dance 4 and Flow Rider.
Oh fuck, forgot about Flow Rider. Right, no, that was shit.
To be fair, I do prefer Flow Rider to Usher, but what the fuck? Why have we suddenly got rappers
Flow
showing?
Rider always like goes, put your hands up, shut up. Right? Stop, Flow Rider. Nobody fucking cares. That weekend the front doesn't have hands, he can't put his hands up. Arsehole.
Jesus fuck. But Flow Rider came out, Just Dance 4, almost the same as our Just Dance games. Nobody cares. Then
Yeah.
the hosts, and the hosts for this one were quite strange because in the same way as they did last year with Mr. Caffeine, they had like hosts who weren't from the company. So they had that chick off Friends, the
Aisha Taylor.
Aisha Taylor, yeah, the girl who was fucking somebody's girlfriend on Friends, and I can't even remember who.
He was an Archer as well.
Archer.
What?
I think she's in, yeah.
She played the exact same character as herself, like an Archer. She plays the black chick.
Black chicks usually fucking do. They don't often play
Oh shit,
people.
she was there.
She was like the main host.
Oh motherfucker.
She was pretty
Yeah.
funny. She
I fucking love Archer.
She was a damn fucking lot better than Tobuscus.
That was their other host, Tobuscus. Why? It's like...
See, I keep saying this. See if like they'd replaced Tobuscus with Mr. Caffeine, that whole awkward back and forth would have been funny.
It would have... Tobuscus...
But no.
He was being an absolute... I don't know if it was scripted. It didn't look scripted, but it looked like he was just being a dick.
He forgot his script at one point because he missed his cue. I remember this because Aisha said, like, she was starting talking about something, and then she said what, and then Tobuscus said something.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was supposed to say it before she said what, but I don't know. Anyway,
Why did they ask? I mean, he's not even... I mean, he's a vaguely popular YouTuber. He gets a lot of subscribers. He's got a gaming channel. But nobody fucking knows him for gaming. I mean, there are so many massive partnered Let's Players that could have asked. People, a lot who were... I mean, just about all of them are fucking at E3. Like, fucking...
yeah.
Woody's gamer tag was there. All the people... Just about everybody who signed up at the fucking game station was there. Anyone they could have asked would have done a better job. But they asked Tobuscus, and it was crap, because Tobuscus isn't funny, and he's a dick, and he should fucking die. Just don't like Tobuscus, and I'm not afraid to fucking say it.
I don't mind his, is it literal trailers? Is that him that does that?
I think it is
Those
him
are-
that does that actually, and
Those are quite funny.
those are actually
but-
not bad, but that's
I don't know anything else he does.
it's a very controlled type of comedy. It's safe, whereas what he was doing there was kind of on the spot improv stuff, and he just couldn't fucking do it. His gaming chat is horrific. Like I've watched a few videos of it, and it's just so bad. It's almost as bad as the I Justine gaming channel.
I've never actually watched Hibiscus.
I wouldn't. It's not worth it, man. It's not fucking worth it. There are a lot of better vloggers out there, for one thing.
I'm on his YouTube just now, and yeah, it looks like something I avoid.
Yeah. Also, it's one of these. He's a YouTube whore. He's one of these guys who asks for your likes and your favourite.
Aye.
Fucking leave a comment, and he'll ask a question of the day and all that stupid shit. Pointless. Exact kind of any YouTuber I hate.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, anyway, as usual, we're not talking about games on this podcast. After that, it was Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3. This game looks fucking awesome. Like,
It does, yeah.
So good.
This
It
was
looks a shit ton better than the second one.
it does. It
And I
does.
quite liked the second one, to be fair, but the single player was... Well, I only liked it really for the fucking map maker.
The map maker was a good laugh. We had a lot of fun with that map maker, actually. Every map had a
Uh-huh.
Dogon village in it, which was just
Yeah,
the thing to
it was
do.
so funny.
This game looked good. The trailer they showed last year looked really good, and this gameplay trailer, looked really good as well. The guy kicked a hell of a lot of ass.
Yeah.
The villain is just brilliant in every single way. Like, he's actually a good psychological villain, which a lot of games don't bother with. But
Yeah.
this game really has. Like, imagine trying to
It's-
think of the last big game I played that had a really psychological villain in it, and I can't think of any.
There was Batman, but that doesn't really count.
It doesn't really. The computer guy in New Vegas was a kind of psychological villain. Kind of, but he wasn't even really a villain.
Well, Portal was Portal, I guess.
Yeah.
Or sort of.
Yeah, but that's more of a psychological game. I mean,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm sure there's one example.
I probably have. To be fair, I haven't played a whole lot of new games in the past year and a bit, so I mean,
Uh-huh.
I'm a little bit behind. But I can't even think of any ever.
I can't think of any, like, I don't know. No, there's System Shock.
That game's
was out,
15
like-
years old, Kieran.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
But no,
Nah, I can't think.
gaming needs more things like that.
It does.
See, like, I think if, like, really bland first-person shooters had a good villain, you would want to finish it, to kill him.
Exactly. That's
If that makes sense.
and that's what this game's like. In Far Cry 2, that was one of my problems. Was the Jackal villain, and that was shit. He didn't do anything. But
This is what I like about going back to Borderlands 2. They've got kind of a villain
Yeah, he
that
seems
they've advertised.
to be a pretty strongish villain. Yeah,
And that would get me to play it, because I like stories.
better than the giant vagina monster that's at the end. Fucking hell, that's just actually still annoyed at that last boss. But Far Cry 3 looks fucking solid. Basically, I can't fault it right at this point in time. Then there was more Splinter Cell. They confirmed there was going to be co-op, and they showed a CG trailer for it, which was pretty badass. Basically,
Did they confirm that?
yeah, they
I can't remember
co-op. Co-op confirmed.
Although co-op was in the last one, so...
Yeah, I kind of assume co-op. It's been in it since like fucking Chaos Theory. So I mean, I kind of it wasn't in Double Agent actually. But
Ironically.
yeah, I think that. But aye, looks decent. That's probably an Xbox exclusive, but it might be out in PC, so I'll probably end up playing it in PC.
Yeah. I've always been really shy at them, so I wouldn't even bother.
The last one wasn't that hard, so I think you'd be okay.
Yeah, they've kind of...
I could play the last.
See, before the stealth was you had to do it, but it looks more like optional in this one. Which I suppose is alright if you're not good at stealth games, but if you're not good at stealth games, why are you picking up Splinter Cell?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing? This is not for you. You stay away from that. It's not for you. You stay away from your Splinter Cell.
I was going to go bin my Splinter Cell game. Right.
Then they showed a
I'm a
trailer.
Metal Gear Solid game.
No, it's Metal Gear Solid 4, isn't it? I mean, you're alright with that.
No, I've got that.
Nah, he's got that.
Oh. Aye. Well, there's no stealth in that fucking game either, but anyway. Then there's Avengers Battle for Earth they showed a trailer for. I don't think they showed... I think gameplay is on the show floor in E3, but they didn't show any.
I didn't show any.
For what,
So I
sorry?
won't get it.
The Avengers game.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I don't know if it's like, see, the one style of Marvel game that I really like, that I'm not sure if it was Ubisoft or not that made them, was the Legends games, like the X-Men Legends and the Marvel Legends games, which are like the top-down kind of isometric RPGs.
Yeah.
We have four.
I don't like them, but that's me.
Yeah, I'm an RPG fanatic and I love Marvel,
Yeah.
so I mean it was kind of right up my street and I enjoy those games a lot. So if it's like that, I'll probably pick it up, but otherwise, if it's an action game, purely and simply, no, it's not going to happen, because
Marvel never do. Well, Marvel games are never usually all that good, to be honest.
no, very, very occasionally. Spider-Man 2 and the PS2, and
Yeah.
the Legends games, probably about it, to be honest with you.
Sure, there's more, but I can't think of any prominent ones.
How was the Wolverine Origins game?
Didn't play it.
No, I thought you did. Oh well.
Well, I played the demo actually, which was okay,
Yeah.
but that was ages ago, so I can't really remember.
It was a long time ago. The film was shit, but anyway. But they showed, basically, they showed all the Avengers on it, and also they had Wolverine, Venom, Spider-Man, and Magneto.
Which aren't Avengers.
Well, in the
Are they?
comics, Wolverine and Spider-Man are Avengers.
Ah.
And if I'm honest with you, I think they should have waited until Spider-Man was out and put Spider-Man in the Avengers film, but they didn't, so...
I'm pretty sure
What?
there was a thing about the
No, they
copyright.
They don't own the rights to Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
Sony own the rights to the Spider-Man universe.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
fucked up, man. That's actually really irritating as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, after that, they showed Rayman Legends and how it's got Wii U exclusive features, and nobody cares because nobody cares about the Wii U. It just looks like a generic...
Well, Jason might have cared about Rayman, but
Yeah, but even then, if it's a Wii U exclusive, then I'm not really.
Well, no, the title isn't, but the exclusive features to the Wii U.
Well, no, right now it is an exclusive to the Wii U, but they're
Is it?
they'll probably think it later on anyway, because you know nobody's gonna fucking buy the Wii U.
No, exactly.
well, people probably will buy the Wii U, unfortunately.
Well, not very many.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it doesn't appeal to me because I'm not a huge... I like the original Rayman game, but that's about it.
That's why I like these ones, because they're like the original.
Yeah.
I didn't like the 3D ones, I only like the original.
But see, they don't even have the same kind of charm and style, because I really like the art style of it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's a bit... Well, it's really quite twisted, actually, and quite dark. But maybe that's just me. Then they showed off Zombie U in a really fucking odd trailer, which was all stills while they played some fucking weird guy who couldn't sing very well. So it sounded a bit like Shane MacGowan out of the Pogues, actually. But I very much doubt it was Shane MacGowan out of the Pogues, because the song was God Save the Queen. Anyway, it's an exclusive Wii U Zombie Buster. You guys,
What?
Zombie.
Okay, you're breaking up, man.
Am I? Shit. How am I now?
Say that again.
How am I now, guys?
You're fine.
Okay,
You're
okay,
fine.
you're
Mike.
okay now. You're okay now.
Okay, I'll lag.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah, Zombie U with the weird ass fucking trailer.
I don't know.
I mean,
Just zombie games.
again, it's another thing that's really fucking popular now is zombie games and
Yeah.
zombies in general. Kind of like how vampires were a couple of years ago. Now it's zombies.
I don't get it.
I don't know. I've never been a big thing into zombies, but a lot of people are. Apparently, it's a nerdy thing to be into right now. So
Yeah.
looks alright.
Yeah.
Was not couldn't tell much in the trailer, but they did show gameplay at the Nintendo conference. Kind
I
of.
don't know. It seems like something like if you had one, if you had a Wii U, you'd be like, oh, I'll pick that up. It seems alright, but I wouldn't like.
Look for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't like buy a Wii U just to get that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. There's a lot of games like that on the Wii right now as well. So yeah.
hmm
Then they did a montage of things releasing. So a Rabbids game, obviously. It's got to be a Rabbids game because everyone loves Rabbids.
Apparently.
Jesus, fuck man. And then a couple of fitness games, Euroshape and Sports Connection. Meh.
Yeah.
Can't say I was particularly interested in them. Then they showed the same Assassin's Creed 3 gameplay they show all the time, him fighting the wolf and the bear comes.
The same Assassin's Creed gameplay they show every time they release an Assassin's Creed game, because they're always exactly the fucking same.
Pretty much, right? They showed him like handed in quests and stuff, but it was nothing you couldn't have guessed. It looks alright. I mean, it looks like an Assassin's Creed game. They're pretty good games.
I love them.
I'll probably pick it up. I still haven't
Yeah,
picked up
yeah.
Revelations right now, so I mean, I'm maybe going to do that first. And then they showed off their new MLG legit esports game.
Fuck.
Shoot, yeah. I don't
That
like that.
part's irritating.
Yeah, I mean, what
Not
gets
because of the
me?
game, just because of the conference part.
Yeah, it's the whole going for they got in like loads of pro gamers, and then they had two people commentating it who didn't know anything about games.
Wow. What the
Certainly,
heck?
certainly didn't know anything about esports. But they had like Counter-Strike. They're aiming at the kind of Counter-Strike crowd, which I mean is silly because they're releasing a new Counter-Strike game. Why would you try and compete with that?
Yeah.
But it looks meh. I mean, it's not a style of game I'm into really. So
Yeah, not really opinion on it, to be honest.
no, I mean, I just don't get why they're going out there saying, "Oh yeah, this is an esports game," because I mean, the thing is that they're not designed for that. They just become games that have that kind of like when Blizzard made StarCraft 2, they weren't going saying, "Right, let's please all the guys who have been playing the Koreans who've been playing StarCraft 1 for a fucking 100 years and so every
Yeah.
game that a lot of people would be able to play, and it just so happens that it also works on a really intricate high level, same as Counter-Strike, same as like Street Fighter games a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And then they did their Ubisoft Worlds Online, which was the games like Trials and games that are free to play basically, and it looked alright.
I like Trials. I've got Trials.
I've never played. They showed another game that I actually didn't know was part of this, but it appealed to me, and I can't remember what it was because I've only written down Trials on my notes.
Yeah.
We did well there then.
Aye. And then came like the big surprise of basically of E3. I mean, this was like the standout, I think, basically game at the con.
Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs. That was
Yeah.
So
Like,
fucking good.
They introduced it as a kind of like technological revolution thing, and it was a really strange introduction. Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I thought I was being like recruited for some kind of anonymous thing.
Exactly, it was very anonymous actually, some of the shit they were coming out with. But then they showed the game, and it looks brilliant. I mean, there's no two ways about it. It looks like such a good game. The graphics
Yeah.
are amazing. The gameplay looked good. I mean, the mechanics looked decent.
Like I got home and the first thing anyone did was, mate, you have to see this game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It came out of fucking nowhere. I mean, nobody was thinking that this was going to happen, and then suddenly it's there and it looks brilliant.
It had to have been in production for quite a while as well.
Mm-hmm. But like,
Looking at it.
yeah, it's just that nobody expected it to be that good. And it is. I mean,
Yeah, it looked amazing.
it looks so... I mean, I'm really excited for it. It's my second most hyped game that I've seen in E3, and it honestly is so high above anything below it. It's literally just one game that I could not be my most hyped game, which we'll get to in a second because I'm actually going to go and take a glass of water. So we'll be back in a second, guys. This is probably when I'll put in the music break of this podcast. So see you in a bit. Okay, hey guys, hope you enjoyed that delightful music break for that classic tune. I'm sure we can all agree that was a really good song, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was really good.
Aye, cool.
Live radio. Anyway, the next conference was the Sony conference. And this is where my fucking game of the show comes out, and that was, they opened up with the announcement of the new Quantic Dream game Beyond 2 Souls.
Oh, it looks so good.
Oh my god, best
It does.
things ever.
Oh, did you see the gameplay of it actually?
I've only seen what they showed on stage. That's all I've
Somebody
seen.
recorded gameplay footage and it looks like Heavy Rain, but with like psychic powers.
Which fucking suits me. Down at the ground,
Yep.
yeah. I'll need to check that out.
I don't see. It's one of those things. I don't want to watch anything about the game until I have it,
I'm kind of agreeing with you.
because it's one of those. Yeah.
I know I'm going to play it till the end, whatever, because I love Quantic Dream games. I loved Fahrenheit, I loved Heavy Rain.
I love Ellen Page.
Exactly, Ellen Page plays the main character in it, and she's hot as fuck. Yeah, it looks really, really good. The new facial animation they've got look even better than they did in Heavy Rain. The characters don't look quite as clunky.
Yeah.
They can actually speak.
The voice acting was amazing in that show. Like the guy who was playing the cop, who looks a lot like one of the guys off Jericho, I've realised.
He's I think he's modelled after the same dude that played Paco in Heavy Rain. Do you remember Paco?
No, I don't remember Paco.
You remember the scene in the nightclub?
Uh-huh, yeah.
That fucking creepy ass dude that made Madison strip.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same like
Oh, is it?
face.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's the
One
same
of
actor.
the
I'll need to
same
look into that. I haven't looked into who the actor is. But he was really
Yeah.
good. He was actually amazing. I'd say he outshone Ellen Page, although she
to be fair,
didn't really
Ellen
get
Page,
much
Ellen-
to do.
No, she wasn't saying anything.
She was kind of just chilling. Then they showed off Super Smash Brothers. I mean, PlayStation All-Stars Battle. It's fucking
Looks
Smash
shit.
Brothers, dudes. It looks meh. It looks alright, but only because Smash Brothers is good. Like, I mean, they've picked a good game to clone, but
They don't have as many notable characters to sort of do it
exactly.
right.
Well, I mean, who was the fucking clown? What game's he from?
Twisted Metal.
Who the fuck gives a fuck about Twisted Metal?
What?
Who gives a fuck about Twisted Metal?
I vaguely do, not very much. But
I mean, it's like, and Fat Princess. Who gives a fuck
I
about
know.
Fat Princess? I mean, like Sly, I can understand. Obviously, eventually they're going to announce Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter,
yeah.
and probably Sackboy are going to end up in that game. Obviously, Cole from Infamous is going to be in it.
Yeah.
But after that, they're really done because they've got rid of all
They're
their good
Uh-huh.
IPs,
I mean,
like Crash
don't have
Bandicoot,
Spyro,
Spyro.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly what I was going with that.
Exactly. I mean,
Tomb Raider.
they don't even have that anymore. Exactly.
But they've got fucking Nathan Drake, who they've announced for it.
They also announced Nathan Drake and fucking a Big Daddy from BioShock.
Yeah, actually. What the hell?
Which,
I want-
I mean, obviously...
I want
something-
Ricardo Diaz, Vice City, as a playable
You know
character.
what? I completely agree with that. I want to...
Yes, I actually,
Let's,
yeah.
game. Let's start a petition right now. Ricardo Diaz for PlayStation All Stars.
Ricardo Diaz 2012. Yeah, Diaz 2012.
Jesus, I'm actually.
First there was Coney 2012, then there was Barry 2012, now Diaz 2012.
I think we can all agree this is a good campaign to get behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's just. I mean, PlayStation has a lot of exclusive games, but the thing is, none. They only have one strong character, and they seem to be going with one character per game. Whereas in Smash Brothers, obviously, like they've got fucking Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, all in the one.
Yeah.
Exactly, or fucking Dr. Mario sometimes if they're feeling particularly retarded. But aye, looks meh. I still don't I mean, I like the idea of Big Daddy will be in it. I think he could be an interesting character to play, but I just don't understand why. Then they did their usual, talking about PlayStation Plus and their sales and downloadable games in the Vita. I don't really care about them. I don't know if any of you guys have anything to say.
The only good part about that was it was over fairly quickly.
Yeah, it was. They did, and they were also they awarded all the people who came there, and like Sony did let some members of the public in. So like, they were they did like 200 members of the public in. So I mean, that's quite nice of them.
One thing to note was like when Microsoft did the whole entertainment thing, they spent about a half an hour on it, but when Sony did it, they did it for like 2 minutes.
Exactly. Sony had a lot of games, and the thing is, they really focused on the games, really talked about them, whereas like Microsoft hardly did anything to talk about, and Nintendo, as we'll see, they just fucking looked at most of the games.
Yeah.
So, I mean, eh.
Very
After that, they announced a new Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation for the Vita, which is exclusive to the Vita, and it features all new protagonists from the main game. A chick.
A black chick.
A black chick, yeah. In,
They're covering their bases.
a black chick in Only Lavinica, which is obviously the perfect time to be a black person. I'm sure she's going to get a lot done from her fucking field, which is exactly what she'll be for the entire game, because that's how it goes, and if she does anything else, the game's stupid. I'm sure it'll be good though. And then they showed another Assassin's Creed 3 new gameplay of a fucking pirate ship. He was in a pirate's outfit, driving a ship.
It looks
Best
pretty
thing
awesome.
And that's when I decided I am buying this game, and I am wearing that pirate outfit all the time. And if they tell me I can't do it, I'm going to hack the fucking game so that
Yeah, but that looked awesome.
it does
Pirate bit.
so good.
We need a pirate game.
We do. I said that.
Like a good one.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
a
maybe-
good pirate game.
What have we got right now? Puzzle fucking pirates? I mean, come on, fuck. Give us
Well,
a
there's Resident 2 where you play a pirate.
Is there?
Or,
Yeah.
or there's a pirate apocalypse happening or something.
Fucking, it's not the fucking same, is it, really?
No.
I mean, I've never played a Resident game, if I'm honest with you, but, like...
Yeah,
We need like a GTA style game, but in pirate times.
Oh, that's kind of what I
Like
mean,
you're
like,
a
where you
pirate.
can, like, raise up your own crew. Kind of playing devil's advocate here. Not really playing devil's advocate, but I'm going for a kind of strange angle here.
okay.
If you... A BioWare kind of RPG with
I'd
pirates,
go with that.
like a kind of
Yeah.
piratey Mass Effect, Dragon Age, you kind of get... I think that could...
That'd be awesome.
I totally wouldn't even play it.
Pirate Mass Effect. But fucking count me in.
I mean, it seems kind of predictable, but because I mean, basically, when you talk about space exploration, you're basically talking about sea exploration, but with stars and shit.
yeah.
But like, it could be really well if they worked it around that kind of finding the new world, and you're sailing overseas to islands and looting and shit. I think it could work, but I think a pirate game is needed basically, and I think that just cemented it. It's the one thing they haven't really done. Like they've done Western games, they've done fucking crime thriller games, they've done detective games, they've done fucking everything. They haven't really done pirate games, have they? Ever?
Not well.
No.
No.
Remember those pirate games for PS2, but they never took off at all.
I don't think I ever played any. There was fucking Ratchet and Clank Quest for Booty.
What a name.
I can think I. I mean, I love Ratchet and Clank, don't get me wrong, but it's not the pirate game I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And then they showed Far Cry 3 and they revealed that there's a co-op mode, which I mean,
Which looked awesome.
it looked pretty
yeah.
awesome. It looked a lot like Dead Island, but it looked pretty awesome, like, and I'm really looking forward to playing that, hopefully with you guys.
It's gotta be beastin'. Yeah.
It's going to be good fun, like, I'm really looking forward to that.
When's the release date for that, did they say?
I don't know. I'll check it now.
I don't think it did, Jason can find out, but the co-op looked pretty fun. It was just, like, basic stuff. You get just basic objective shootery stuff, but it looked like there was a good degree of teamwork between people who were playing. They actually knew what they were doing.
September 6th.
Sweet. So that's what... There's another... that's the same as Borderlands, is it not?
It's in September 21st, I think, Borderlands is.
Right, so we've got 2 weeks to do Far Cry 3 co-op, and then we're playing Borderlands 2 co-op, so... Hope you,
Right.
hope you
Well,
guys...
I'm getting Borderlands on PC, so...
I'm probably going to get it on PC as well, to be honest with you. But I
Well,
might
fuck you guys.
I might get 2 copies. I might get it for PS2 as well, so I can play it with Paul, my flatmate.
Well,
I'll
your
play it with
flatmate
Sean.
and fellow Iberian Malator.
Come on, fuck. Who remembers that? Then they showed off definitely the best thing about E3, the PS book thing. That's what I've got written here.
Get that to fuck.
Jesus. As soon as it, the great thing, I fucking called it. As soon as it came out, I said, there's going to be a Pottermore thing on this. And
Yeah.
about 2 minutes after I said that, the first thing we've got from the genius behind Harry Potter is the Book of Spells, and it looks shit. And they spent about half an hour on this fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Why?
So bad, because fuck fucking knows, because they were high as shit, probably. But it looks abysmal. I don't know.
Worst part of that conference.
Yeah, but there's not much to say about it.
No.
I mean, David Tennant was doing the voice work. That's
it.
a good thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were complaining like the entire time.
No wonder it was fucking shite. Yeah,
Nearly fell asleep during it.
I would have, to be honest, if I wasn't like a fucking wire to the moon. But then they showed God of War Ascension. What's a God of War? I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, said at the time, there's nothing new. They've not done anything with that genre. The whole Devil May Cry, God of War,
Shite.
action-intensive games. I'm trying to think of another example, but I can't actually. But anyway, they haven't done anything with that, and it needs like a big new thing, a new mechanic. A twist is needed on that genre, which it hasn't gotten. Bayonetta came close.
I fucking hated Bayonetta.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it either, but like it was doing things differently in a kind of good way. Not very well, but it was doing things differently, and it was interesting, but they just seemed to drop it. And now they're just doing the same God of War game. Apparently there's multiplayer, which is apparently quite good, but they didn't show any of that at the conference.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And then they finished up with The Last of Us, which looks pretty fucking good.
Yep.
That looks awesome. I wanna
Again,
get that.
very Uncharted, as were a lot of the games
But I'm okay with that.
that were shown.
I'm okay with that. Like more so than others because it's the same company.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
made
It's
it.
another Naughty Dog game, so I mean, you know what to expect.
It's
Yeah.
acceptable.
Naughty Dog, they make good games. I mean, Crash Bandicoot, Uncharted, two great series of games. It looks good fun. It had the same kind of Uncharted thing they do, where the gameplay kind of tricks you, get lulls you into false insecurity by the looks of things, and things will happen, but it's like shit, what do I do? But then the game, it's a kind of scripted event, like the girl throwing the brick at the guy.
Yeah,
Gameplay demo.
that was
good.
awesome.
It was awesome. Looks good. I'll probably pick it up.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
And then finally,
Yeah.
that was the end of the conferences on that day, and then we had Nintendo. Now, I have to say, right away, Nintendo have the most things on my list. Like, it's the only one I've had to write more than a page on. But there's actually nothing here worth talking about, so we're probably going to get through this quicker than most things.
Yeah.
I've got like no opinion on Nintendo, most of it. Anyway, so
I must have that bringing on, man.
There's only a couple of things I remember, really.
Well, I'm lucky for you. I took a list.
Oh,
It
good.
started off with the Wii U. Talking about the Wii U.
Woo.
Was and Reggie. And actually, the start was fucking cool. Because it had...
Yeah, with the Pikmin thing.
Because Miyamoto was there. I don't think Miyamoto was there last year.
no, he was. He's always there.
See, that's what I thought, but I thought, I don't remember seeing Miyamoto last year.
Because last year I think he was showing off Zelda.
Oh, Skyward Sword, of course it would have been, wouldn't it? Anyway, aye. Miyamoto came out to start the conference, and they had like a thing with Pikmin all over him, and they had Pikmin on the screen on people's faces, and he had a Pikmin doll in his pocket. Pretty cool. And that led into... It was talking about the Wii U, and then it led into Pikmin 3.
Yeah,
Which,
Yeah.
Pikmin.
I mean, I'd like Pikmin enough, I guess. It looks fun. Looks like other Pikmin games.
I just wouldn't buy a Wii U for it.
No, I would never buy it.
No.
I don't know, maybe a version will come out for the Wii. What I noticed is they did not talk about a single game for the Wii.
No, they're just kind of thing in it now, I think.
Which
It's got enough fucking games. Have you seen the HMV Wii section?
True.
Just
Fucking
engulfs the
hell.
entire fucking shop, man.
Huge, it's fucking
And the thing is though, I couldn't name any fucking Wii games.
That's because they're all shite.
90% of them are third party bollocks. Right, the actual Nintendo games that are on the Wii are all pretty solid games, like Mario Galaxy, Skyward Sword,
Yeah.
Metroid Other M.
But there's a lot of shit you have to sift through.
Exactly.
Even that stuff though, I'm just not interested in like Mario.
No,
I mean, it's a good game. I won't deny that. It's just like I just don't care.
fair enough. But yeah. They showed Pikmin 3, then Reggie came out being a boss. Because it's fucking Reggie, you don't fuck with Reggie.
No, you really don't.
Like, I think I'm convinced it's the reason that people still care about E3 is because Reggie's there.
Yeah.
The
That's,
only sole reason I watch it is to see that man's face.
It makes you a little bit happier knowing that Reggie's still out there fighting the good fight.
see, one day you're gonna meet Reggie and your head will explode.
When Iberian Malik get
Hopefully.
Your body won't be ready ever.
Oh dear.
But then more Wii U shite. Talking about the social interface and stuff. Can't say it bothered me.
The Miiverse.
Yeah.
That thing.
Mm-hmm.
It just totally wasn't advertised properly. There wasn't enough racism in the comments they were showing.
All right.
Wow.
Come on, if that was like an Xbox 360 thing, right? A bit of slanderous things that would pop
God
up.
damn, should you bag it? Yeah. Then they
Goddamn
showed.
faggot.
Then they announced that they've got a brand new Super Mario Brothers game, which looks exactly the same as the last fucking two Super Mario Brothers games. Coming out for the Wii U, New Super Mario Brothers U.
Did they not announce the same game twice? Like that one and the
They announced
3DS?
that, and then they announced the DS one that looks exactly the fucking same. I mean, I don't get it. I don't know why people are buying the exact same game. I mean, in the fucking 90s when they were releasing the Super Mario Brothers games, understandable. Even then, like, between like Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Bros. 3, the leap in quality there is so large that, you know, it wants it, but, like, there's not much they can do with a 2D platformer these days.
They're copying and
It's
pasting.
like they're parodying themselves now.
It kind
It's
of
like,
is.
we've made the same games for the past however many years, and now we're just literally making the same game.
Yeah.
It kind of is like that, yeah. I don't know. I probably won't get it,
No.
but, I mean, I'm sure
Although,
people will.
aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
Then they revealed, I think a big reveal, I don't think anyone was predicting this game to get announced, Arkham City.
Well.
Oh yeah, we didn't know that from fucking last year.
And the reason that wasn't getting announced is because that game has been out for 9 months. And apparently you can buy it again on the Wii U, and Batman has a
No,
slightly different wardrobe.
It's called Batman Armored Edition, right? One of the fucking kicker. They all have extra armor from the extra version, the other versions.
Yeah.
Ah,
Fucking stupid.
that is literally the only difference. Other than the fact you get the menu, the start menu is on the Wii pad.
Shite.
Oh yeah, and you can do a sort of like finisher with the fucking the touch screen on the controller. Why
Just-
even?
Just get to fuck, right?
I just,
No.
nothing about that game. I mean, I've actually not played it yet, at all.
But you wouldn't go get a Wii U to play it on that
Exactly.
ever.
I'll just buy it for the PlayStation or PC and
Yeah.
play it on that.
They're bringing out Mass Effect 3 for the Wii U,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and like, so I've already got it.
Well, yeah,
You know-
see, it's similar. They did that with the Xbox and PS3, with the Mass Effect 2 and PS3. It was a year later. But the
Yeah.
difference is, a lot of people who have a PS3 don't, like myself, who don't have an Xbox.
yeah.
Who the fuck just has a Wii? Who the
Who
fuck?
the fuck just has a Wii U?
Example, no, do not know. But who the
Well,
fuck?
when they come out? I mean,
exactly.
who's gonna have?
Who's just gonna buy a Wii U? Shanky?
Just Shanky.
Just
Yeah.
100s. That's it.
How many how many of the Wii U have we sold? Just one, sir.
And do you seriously him playing fucking Mass Effect? Do you see
No.
him playing Batman Arkham City? It's not
No.
fucking him.
He's gonna play Pikmin, and he's gonna be fucking jizzing all over that shit.
The kind of people who just play Nintendo consoles, like a certain kind of game, Nintendo games, they don't want a fucking
Idiots.
BioWare game.
No.
Uh,
They want Zelda.
exactly, they want
And
their
just
Zeldas,
Zelda.
they want their Zeldas, they want their Marios. The closest they get to an RPG is maybe fucking Pokemon.
They want to play the same games
hmm
every single day.
And granted, they're not bad games necessarily, but
No.
like they don't want to be playing these gritty, realistic, big movie game things. Not movie games, but you know what I mean.
It's a kid's console,
It's a family console, I think, is how they like to sell
family
it.
console. But it's basically a kid's console.
It's not as even as if they were really losing all that much money doing it anyway, like doing the family console thing.
Exactly. I mean, they made a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah, they're the highest grossing, are they not? Of all of them.
Well, they have been about for longer than both of them, but
No,
you know,
hmm
yeah, but the Wii sold fucking
Yeah.
shit ton more than PSP
Yeah.
and Xbox.
Yeah, pretty much. I think Xbox is overtaking it now worldwide.
Has it?
I think so, yeah. I think they said something about that then. Like stock comments. Anyway, after that, it was Scribblenauts Unlimited. Scribblenauts looks fun enough.
yeah, I would probably get. I wanted to try the DS one, but I couldn't find it.
I think I played it somewhere. I might have played it on emulator, actually.
I think I tried that, and it was in like Spanish, and I couldn't just figure it out. I was like, oh, fuck this. It's like, I can't, you have to write it all in fucking Spanish. It's like,
Yeah, nah, it looks alright. Looks fun enough. Don't know why it's on a console, but hey ho. Then there was like a compilation of lots of Wii U games that I didn't write them all down because it was going way too fucking fast.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Like
sure.
one
I'm pretty sure Scribblenauts is coming out on 3DS
They're,
as
they're
well.
releasing
So
a 3DS version as well, yeah. Which is fair enough.
yeah, but you wouldn't think Wii U.
I know.
They're releasing Ninja Gaiden on Wii U.
Yeah, that
but
was
who
one
the
of the
fuck cares?
fucking Ninja Gaiden. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? Why Ninja Gaiden? But again, who fuck knows? Then it was Wii Fit U. Reggie made a beautiful reference to the "My Body Is Ready" moment.
That was awesome. I missed it. I had to. I didn't catch that the first time I watched it. To be honest, I think that Jason told me that actually happened, and I had to watch it again.
No, I didn't hear it either.
Oh,
I think I might have been the one talking over it.
Probably there was a lot of talking going on in Nintendo One because there was like 5 of us in the Skype call.
yeah.
It was mad. But anyway, yeah, Wii Fit. Don't say it. I can't say I care.
No, not at
Then
all.
there was-
Although they did call it the Wii Fit U, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Wii Fit U.
Wait for you.
God. Then fucking the weirdest dance game ever. Sing.
Oh Christ, I forgot about that.
One person
What?
was like singing fucking that shitey "Call Me Maybe" song off a
Oh yeah.
controller, and other people in the living room were dancing, and they got them to clap at certain points, and it just looks.
Fucking shit.
It's basically people watching someone sing. It's basically watching someone do karaoke, which I
Uh-huh.
mean is what these games are anyway, and which is the stupid part of them. But
But the thing about that is as well, right? See when you've got it like on PS2 or PS3 and you've just got a microphone and you're looking at the screen and you're fine, right? But see whenever you're doing this,
yeah,
you're drunk
exactly.
and you've got your friends around. If you're holding this fucking tablet with a screen on it and you're pissed singing a song, you're gonna
It's
drop
getting
it.
broken.
It's gonna break.
Yeah.
It's gonna break. Especially if people are dancing around, fucking clapping around you.
Because what if you forget? What if you're too pissed to notice and you go to clap and you drop the tablet and open it and you go, you
Bang,
fucking
that's
Oh, what if you get a wee mosh pit going? Aye, you're fucked.
Aye, off you go. You can mosh fit to Call Me Maybe.
Yes! Then they brought the 3DS out. Now, as I said earlier, there was a 3DS conference, but we didn't watch it. As far as I know, they maybe talked about Pokemon a bit, but I'm honestly at the stage where I don't care about Pokemon Black and White 2 anymore, because it just looks like it just looks even lazier than fucking third versions of Pokemon to me. So they released New Super Mario Bros. 2 for
Another one.
exactly the same as the others. No fucking
Jesus.
point. Nothing else to say. A new Paper Mario game,
I'm very interested in that.
and the gimmick this time is stickers.
Eh.
Which is really weird, but I don't know, maybe it would work.
I mean, I like Paper Mario. I like the first two. I haven't played the one for the Wii, but I like the first two a lot.
Apparently the one for the Wii was shit. Well, I don't know,
Well,
apparently it was
I
different.
think the reviews are mixed. I've been watching Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of it, and it looks like a pretty fun game, but it's not like this. It's not turn-based,
Oh,
which is the strange part.
yeah, no.
But it's-
I think
story-
I'll stick with-
The story's really interesting. It probably more so than like Thousand Year Door. But anyway,
I've only played the first one.
yeah. But yeah, it was pretty good. It's one of the few games actually they're going to take DS for, along with this next one, which is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
Damn straight.
Again, I don't have an opinion.
I wasn't,
Aye.
wasn't a huge fan
Never-
of original Luigi's Mansion.
I really liked it.
I knew you fucking would, Jason. I just knew you would.
Of course I would. It's one of my type of games.
Exactly. And then they did like a third-party 3DS sign-up trailer. One of the things was a new Castlevania game, a new Lord Shadows game,
Oh yeah.
which looks, probably
Eh.
it's I like 2D Castlevania games, so meh, I suppose.
Mm.
Alright.
Then, no, maybe this is the game of E3. Lego City Undercover.
Oh god, the
Oh
GTA
yeah, I
Lego.
forgot about that. Nah, yeah, nah. That looks good.
Like, genuinely, when it first came on, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? But as the trailer went on, I actually found myself thinking, this game looks like a lot of fun. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't taking itself seriously at all, and I like that about the Lego games. But I liked it more so about this kind of game, because it's a very specific type of game.
It's like a kid's version of GTA, which there needs to be so that parents will stop complaining.
Yeah. But kids are
Yeah.
fucking GTA anyway, I mean, it just...
I know.
Yeah. Then more Just Dance, nobody cares. Then more
No.
Zombie U. They showed some gameplay this time, and actually,
And they also made Reggie's face a zombie.
yeah, they
Oh,
and it,
fuck.
oh god, it was flipping out as well. I think it was sliding off his fucking face. So
Terrifying.
it just looked like Reggie had like a fucking skin condition most of the time.
Don't let him hear you say that.
No, my body is not ready for that.
He's actually right behind you right now.
Oh my lord.
Some of you were making comments. Well, I heard you. Oh.
Oh god. Yeah. Hold on a second, sorry. Just updating my podcast folder. Sorry, I'm multitasking while I do this. Yeah.
Really know what you're telling us about it.
Yeah, one thing that's been said about Zombie U actually is that it might go multi-platform because of the Wonderbook, not Wonderbook, for Xbox, the Smart Glass, and there was something for PS3. It might be Wonderbook actually.
I think it's the PS Vita.
Oh no, Vita, yeah. That made it potential, gave it potential to go
Crossplay.
Yeah.
Right, it's called.
exactly, yeah. To go to different consoles, which is pretty cool because it does look like a pretty cool game and it looks interesting. Not one I'd pick up a fucking Wii U for, obviously. None of the games they showed were.
Yeah.
And until they release a Zelda game, I won't give a shit. Then a compilation of things from Ubisoft. It was just Assassin's Creed, really. That was the main thing. And then the weirdest fucking thing to end on, Nintendo Land.
Oh, Christ.
Which is like,
Oh, look. Yeah.
it's a minigame compilation that I think's meant to be like your kind of introduction to the Wii U. Like, it's probably what they'll package it with, same as they did with Wii Sports. But,
Yeah.
I mean, the minigame they showed looked alright.
Yeah, that did look okay.
But again, it's just a minigame.
Yeah.
It's nothing amazing.
You'd never really play it either. I mean, you have to get 4 other people to join you in playing it.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was kind of like a Pac-Man-y thing with Luigi's Mansion setting. And by the looks of the symbols, they had things like a Zelda minigame, a Donkey Kong one, and probably a Mario one in there somewhere, and maybe a fucking, I don't know, Pikmin one.
Mhm.
I suppose it's an
Yeah.
introduction to a console and to the mechanics of the console. It can't be a bad thing to have just a minigame compilation, but I don't know. I wouldn't buy it standalone, but if it came packaged with a Wii U, I'd probably play it.
Yeah, like you would play Wii Sports.
Exactly like you play Wii Sports. Even though Wii
It has the same issues that the PS3 had when it launched. There's nothing like amazing to grab you to buy it.
Yeah.
Nintendo always do this. They never launch with a Mario title. They never launch with a Zelda title. And that's what people want. That's your two biggest IPs. You should
Mhm.
always launch with one. And they just don't do it. Like, they launched the Nintendo 64 with Mario 64, didn't they? Or am I making that up?
They launched the... Sorry?
The Nintendo
So kind of bring
64
up...
with Mario 64?
I think they did. I'm pretty sure they did, yeah.
Mhm.
Which, you know, was a fucking great idea because 64 was a brilliant game.
It's one of the best games of all time. It redefined that genre of 3D platforming, but... Well, in fact, it created the genre of 3D platforming. It didn't
Yeah.
define it.
Yeah.
It's nothing to fucking define.
It was one of the launch titles, and I'm pretty sure it was a launch title for the DS as well.
It was.
When I brought that out. It was, yeah.
Both those... I mean, the Wii was a raging success, but not with the core games. Not with core gamers. It was a
No.
success for people who wanted to jump about their living room flailing, and for all the kids who bought into it.
Yeah.
But I mean, release a Zelda game and a Mario game as a launch title, it's not difficult. Like, Sony got it right when they released an Uncharted game with the Vita, which is apparently a really fucking good game.
Uh-huh. It's not getting a Vita, but
No, I mean, it wouldn't be.
it is a good idea.
And, like, yeah, why wouldn't you do that? Release one of your biggest, even just a fucking Mario Kart game?
Just anything.
Uh-huh.
Just have anything. Anything that's not already out on other consoles.
Exactly, that's what they're doing. It's re-releases and shitty fucking... It doesn't... I mean, there's nothing for the Wii U that makes me want to get it right now. Nothing.
No.
Absolutely nothing. Apart from Zombie U, but it's not... I don't want it enough. And it's depressing. It's really depressing.
I mean, the thing the Wii had going for it was the fact there was like this new kind of motion
A new way.
controls.
Yeah.
It was shite, but it was still a new thing.
Exactly.
It didn't have anything really to make you play it like, at that time when it was released. But
No.
That in itself was enough to make you buy it, I guess.
Exactly.
I didn't buy one on release, but
You fucking bought one fucking randomly along with Monster Hunter Try and you never fucking played it.
I know my mum uses it now. I never use it. Like, at all.
Honestly.
You're fucking fanny.
Actually, the stupidest thing you've ever done here, like 300 quid. Didn't.
It wasn't 300 quid. It was like
It was a hell. Went and you traded in a whole load of games, and then
No.
went and fucking. You did. I remember the fucking. You went and you traded in a lot of games, and then you fucking got that.
I'm pretty sure you did, yeah.
I seem to.
it wasn't like 300 quid though.
Aye,
It
no,
was
maybe it wasn't quite that, but you know what I mean. It was a fuck ton of
about 100 odd at most.
money you could have spent on something better than a fucking Wii and Monster Hunter Try.
Worst decision I've ever made with money.
That says a fucking lot, man. Anyway, that's pretty much all we've got to say about E3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll try and
It was. Well, we didn't rate Sony and Nintendo.
we didn't.
Or Ubisoft.
Or Ubisoft, yeah.
Ubisoft, what the fuck?
I know, I kind of fucked that one up.
Ubisoft, I would most certainly give that 6 mallets out of 7.
I'd
Ubisoft.
say, yeah.
I didn't see it.
You can't rate it.
I'd say 6.
It was Sony. We're forced to give it a 5. Maybe
I don't even know if I'd rate
a
it
5 or a
that.
4.5. Mostly
I'd
because
get-
the book thing.
I'd get a 4.
I think I'd get a 4.
I'll stick with 4.5 then to make it a bit more consistent. And Nintendo 3.
I'd say 3, yeah, that seems like a fair
I
number.
would say 2 because I just didn't give a shit.
There are a couple of things that are interesting. In fact, I'd maybe go down to 2.5. Nintendo was really bad this year, which is strange.
It was pretty bad.
They've been the best the past couple of years. I'd say it to anyone, but apparently not this year. So yeah, that's our E3 cast, guys.
Yeah.
It was about 2
done,
hours long, but
It's a pretty long thing, but
Yeah.
Ubisoft had the best conference out of the big 3. Sony was probably the best.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot more stuff on the show floor, and any interesting things that I see, I'll link to below. So have a look, read up on it, and if you like this,
Click links.
watch videos, click link. If you like this and you get that reference because you haven't watched any more Iberian podcasts, check the podcasts out. If you like them, give them a like, leave a wee comment. I'm being Tobuscus now and I'm holding my channel out. Leave us a comment to let me know if you like them. Genuinely,
Bad
the
Michael.
problem, man.
it's not to get us noticed much. I mean, that's not the point. The point is if people like them, then we'll be more prone to make them. So let me know. Give us a subscribe if you think we deserve it. And that's pretty much it. Any final thoughts, guys?
Cool.x.
Fuck Microsoft and sports.
Okay. Right, everyone. See ya. Stay tuned.
See ya.
Beware of Reggie. Bye.
He's watching you sleep.
Rave Nation! Stay tuned!